Did you know the very first games our ancestors played weren't just for fun? They were a matter of life and death? In the wild, every moment was a test, and every lesson was learned through experience. The stakes were high, and the consequences were real. For early humans, play was more than entertainment. It was survival training. The games they invented were woven into the fabric of daily life, teaching the young how to endure, adapt, and thrive in a world full of hidden dangers. Children learned to freeze at the shadow of an eagle, to move silently through the undergrowth, and to blend into their surroundings. Every rustle in the leaves, every flicker of movement, could mean the difference between safety and danger. They learned to read the signs of danger. Every snapped twig or sudden silence was a warning. The forest spoke in whispers, and only those who listened survived. These instincts were sharpened with every passing day. These drills, passed down by elders, were immersive lessons where the final exam could come with teeth and claws. The wisdom of survival was shared through stories, demonstrations, and hands-on practice, ensuring that each generation was prepared for the challenges ahead. Tag wasn't just a game, it was a simulation of predator and prey, teaching kids to climb, hide, and outsmart their pursuers. These playful chases honed their reflexes and instincts, making them quicker and more resourceful. They learned to use the landscape as a map of escape routes, memorizing every tree, rock, and stream. The world around them became a living puzzle, and their survival depended on solving it day after day. This constant readiness shaped our evolution. Long legs for running, sharp minds for problem-solving, and a spirit of innovation. The challenges of the wild demanded creativity and quick thinking, forging the traits that define us today. And at the heart of it all was cooperation, a social structure built on trust, communication, and shared effort. Together, they faced the unknown, relying on each other's strengths to survive and thrive. Every chase, real or practiced, etched survival skills into our DNA. These moments of tension and triumph became the foundation of our instincts, passed down through countless generations. The instincts honed in those ancient landscapes still flicker within us, a primal echo of the first great escape. Even today, in moments of play or danger, we can feel the ancient pulse of survival guiding us, reminding us where we came from. For our ancestors, the world itself was the ultimate obstacle course, an ever-shifting arena where survival depended on constant movement, sharp senses, and quick thinking. There were no artificial boundaries or safety nets, only the raw, unpredictable forces of nature shaping every step and decision. No ropes or walls marked the path, just wild terrain, untamed and unforgiving. Every inch of ground was a new challenge, with roots to trip over, rocks to stumble on, and hidden dangers lurking beneath the leaves. A fallen log became a balance beam, demanding steady nerves and sure footing. Crossing it meant trusting your body and instincts, knowing that a slip could mean injury or worse. Thorny bushes tested agility and patience, forcing people to weave and twist, learning to move with the land rather than against it. Rocky hillsides became natural climbing walls, where every handhold and foothold had to be chosen with care. Climbing wasn't just a skill, it was a necessity for reaching safety, food, or a better vantage point. Training happened all day, every day, as they gathered food, crossed rivers, and climbed trees. Every action was a lesson, every journey a test of strength, endurance, and creativity. Every step required strength, precision, and awareness. A single misstep could be fatal. The stakes were high, and the margin for error was razor thin. The landscape was always changing, demanding adaptability and quick thinking. Rain could turn solid ground to mud, rivers could swell overnight, and new obstacles appeared with every season. Daily interaction with boulders, caves, and streams built a mental library of escape tactics and survival strategies. Each encounter added to their knowledge, making them more resourceful and resilient. They knew which trees to climb for safety or a better view, and how to read the signs of the forest to find what they needed. They learned which rocks to hide behind when danger approached, using the land itself as a shield and a tool. And they understood which streams could mask their scent from predators or provide a safe passage through the wild. The wild was both their textbook and their training ground, a living classroom where every lesson was written in sweat, instinct, and survival. Outrunning predators wasn't enough. Most were faster and stronger than humans. Survival meant outsmarting the hunter, using the environment for cover and misdirection. Evasion drills taught strategy. Break the predator's line of sight, lead it into thickets or bogs, and use unpredictable patterns to wear it out. Humans were marathoners, not sprinters. Endurance and clever tactics often saved the day. These skills protected not just individuals, but the whole group, drawing danger away from the vulnerable. Mastery of evasion was a communal responsibility, vital for the tribe's survival. It was never about glory. It was about the future of their people. When running failed, vanishing was the next best option. Early humans mastered camouflage, pressing flat in tall grass, blending with earth, and staying motionless for hours. They used shadows, moved at dawn or dusk, and even used the sun to blind predators. Water was a powerful ally. Crossing rivers broke scent trails, and hiding among reeds could save a life. Natural shelters, crevices, hollow logs, high branches, became sanctuaries inaccessible to larger predators. The key was finding spaces where only humans could go, turning hiding into a strategic advantage. These weren't just hiding spots, they were the difference between life and death. Survival demanded understanding the enemy's mind. Our ancestors studied predator behavior, knowing where saber-toothed cats ambushed or how wolf packs hunted as a team. They learned to spot danger before it struck, using terrain to break up packs or avoid ambush zones. Recognizing tracks, droppings, and kill sites was like reading the news, vital for avoiding trouble. They mapped predator territories in their minds, moving quickly and cautiously through danger zones. Respecting these boundaries was a silent negotiation for survival. By thinking like predators, early humans minimized conflict and increased their odds of escape. The landscape was a three-dimensional chessboard, and early humans were masters of every move. Every hill, valley, and river was a piece in their grand game of survival. They didn't just observe their surroundings, they studied them, learning the subtle patterns of animal trails, the shifting shadows of the forest, and the hidden dangers lurking in the undergrowth. Climbing cliffs and trees gave them access to safety, food, and vantage points unreachable by predators. From high above, they could spot herds of animals, track the movement of rival groups, and even predict changes in the weather. These elevated perches became their lookouts, their sanctuaries, and their gateways to new opportunities. Rivers and lakes became escape routes. Humans learned to swim, build rafts, and read currents. Waterways were not just obstacles, but lifelines, offering food, fresh water, and paths to new lands. By mastering the art of crossing and navigating these waters, they expanded their world and increased their chances of survival. Their smaller size let them slip through narrow gaps and dense undergrowth, exploiting weaknesses in larger animals. They could vanish into thickets where predators couldn't follow, or find shelter in caves and crevices that offered protection from the elements and enemies alike. They memorized every squeeze point and shortcut, instinctively heading for safety when danger struck. Over time, these routes became invisible maps etched into their minds, passed down through generations as vital knowledge for survival. They learned to use the land itself as camouflage, blending into the environment to avoid detection by both prey and predator. This skill allowed them to hunt more effectively and evade threats with remarkable stealth. This deep knowledge of the land made them efficient hunters, gatherers, and survivors. They could track animals across vast distances, find edible plants in unlikely places, and anticipate the movements of both friend and foe. They didn't just live in the landscape, they became part of it, moving with practiced confidence. Their every step was guided by experience, intuition, and a profound connection to the world around them. Mastery of terrain was their ultimate advantage, shaping not only their survival but the very course of human evolution. Today's obstacle courses echo the ancient drills of our ancestors, testing strength, endurance, and adaptability. Modern races have ropes and mud pits. Prehistoric courses had cliffs, rivers, and predators. The stakes were higher then. Failure meant death, not just a penalty lap. Both worlds demand agility, problem-solving, and mental toughness. The biggest difference? Unpredictability. Our ancestors faced surprises at every turn. No set course, no warning. Training was about improvising in chaos, not perfecting routines. When we tackle modern challenges, we tap into that primal drive to overcome adversity. The spirit of the prehistoric chase lives on every time we push our limits. The legacy of ancient evasion drills is written in our bodies and minds. Natural selection favored the strong, smart, and cooperative, traits that shaped our evolution. Our fight-or-flight response, our love of games and sports, all echo those primal survival instincts. Skills like tracking, camouflage, and navigation are timeless, passed down through culture and tradition. The story of prehistoric evasion is the story of us, overcoming odds through intelligence and teamwork. We are the descendants of those who mastered the chase, who earned survival every day. Their strategies are why we're here today. Our ancestors' world was dangerous, but their ingenuity turned it into a training ground for survival. Every fossil and ancient campsite reveals more about their remarkable skills and resilience. Understanding their world helps us understand ourselves. Those instincts still live within us. Exploring ancient survival skills connects us to our primal roots and teaches lessons still valuable today. The wild remains our greatest teacher. If you're fascinated by this journey, join me as we uncover more ancient techniques and face modern survival challenges. The adventure continues. Stay prepared, stay alive.